Hey, yo, what up? What up? It's your boy Big Boss the Overseer. You're not tuning into What's the Word? What's the Word Radio?
How do you want it? How you make me feel? You want my love? Can I get some more for real? I know you got me. You know I got you too. You want my love? Baby, you the deal.
And y'all not gonna believe it today. I got my man in the building. I got a special guest for y'all. I got my man, Walter. Walter, what's going on?
Good. Walter Perry, King of the Moonlight Madness guy. Yours truly.
King of the Moonlight Madness guy?
Yeah.
That's dope. I like that. What does that mean?
Well, I'm the king of everything light, and I got my own moonlight every day and every night.
Okay.
And that's why I'm the moonlight guy. That people always say you're the man with a plan and with a vision of everything else.
That's good. That's good. I like that. So Walter, they don't know, like, introduce yourself to them, as the writer, the director, so you create scripts and everything like that.
Right. I am Walter Perry Lee, and you already know I'm King of the Moonlight guy. I used to say every time on Facebook when I said that. I'm also the writer, creator, and I'm trying to produce scripts for Walter Dreamer of Jenner, Luther and Ebony, Brother to Brother Soul, Cornbread, and more.
All right, now we talk about Luther, Ebony and Luther. Let's get to
Ebony.
Luther and Ebony. Let's get to that script. Luther and Ebony is a great story. It's a comedy.
It is.
It's a comedy. And what inspired you to write that film?
Well, it's a screwball urban comedy, and it got me writing about these movies I saw back in the day. And back in the day, like, old school comedies, going back in time, like 30s, 40s. But comedy that people need to see. Now, you always see how, when I saw movies like that, they always had whites in the film. But what about have something like with blacks doing stories like that? Urban, old school like that. And it's about two people who meet and they romantically link with each other, but they get caught up in everything. Like suitcase switches, stolen money, document on the run from crooked politicians and business people. And they trying to figure out, get everything all sorted out.
Thanks. Where did you get that from? Like, where did the idea come from? Like, you was at a dream, you just woke up and started writing it, or?
I've been writing it for years, and at a young age I saw that, and then I come up with a name. I said, well, originally it was called Lucas and Ethel, and I said, and I look at that, I said, I don't know, it's not a catchy name, because Ethel looked like a name of an older lady, and I said, well, if I change it to Ebony, maybe it might be a lot better, because Ebony might fit the right, because she is more young and more bright, funny, and strange. And in the Xanadu, they always get Luther, because I like the name Luther, because I said, well, Luther fit like it's a name. There's a lot of Luther's name, like there was Martin Luther King, there was Luther Vandross of it, and I know he could be younger, that being a young guy that is not, it's like, he's kind of like a guy that goes for the ride, let's go for the
right.
He said, well, I'm just gonna go for the fun, just enjoy, and just lay back and just enjoy
whatever
fun.
It is, right.
And then share what cause see, that's like he's a novelist and he's trying to pursue. And I said, you know what? When you write something, it's gonna happen. When things happen, you want to put that in your books. It's like what I do.
Yeah.
And it's a screwball comedy, and we're still looking for more people and for this project. I'm gonna get this off the ground during the summer, because I need support on this for all my projects.
Okay.
And you guys want to help support it, you got my name, you got my number. I'm on Facebook, you got my phone number and stuff to call me if you guys want to help try it. And locations, everything.
Yeah. So y'all heard it right there, you know what I'm saying? Like, most people would like to get involved with, like, you know what I'm saying, set directing and different things like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's great. What's the name of the company? What's the name of your company? You have a company or is this?
I got a company I'm trying to call, I wants to build to fulfill this called Walter Lamb Production.
Okay, Walter Lane Productions.
And this is the new production I'm trying to build. Because if Walter Dreamer Jenna and Luther and Ebony becomes a success, if it sells, and if it comes out there, I want this to come alive, bring it to life. I want to build this like from scratch and bring it to life. Like how Barry Gordy did with Motown Records.
Yeah.
And John H. Johnson, who did Ebony and Jet magazine.
Yeah.
And he bought to build an empire. I mean, you don't have, we just regular down there people trying to fulfill our dream, our goals, and I do need support to get this off the ground because, even though I'm from the Motor City, I want to get this, and I also want to build, fulfill my dream. I like to have my own company, like everywhere. If it's in Mount Clements or Detroit, that's where I'm gonna build it.
Yeah.
And we all can work together as a team to make our dreams reality.
Diversity, just being diverse, be
Right.
universal. Don't be stuck in a box. Like, I know some people in Detroit, they just like want to deal with Detroit. You know what I'm saying? People in Pontiac, some people just want to deal with Pontiac. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You have to network with everybody.
I want to network it all. I'm going to bring it to network, and that's why all the scripts I have written, I've been writing for years when I was younger,
Right.
and that was my main ones I liked. Because seeing a black-eyed dreamer genie come to life, like you saw the Riz, a black version of the Wizard of Oz.
Right.
And that's the reason why I really want to get this off the ground. And I do need some support. And I do need someone, and I need decent, dedicated actors in the Motor City to play the role.
To pull this off.
Pull it off, to bring an urban black version of I Dream a Genie come to life. And I got other scripts I have written along with that. I got Johnny and the Mermaid, and I got Love My Doll, and I got Cornbread, and Business and Pleasure, and Brother to Brother Soul.
You've been writing, boss. You've been writing.
Yeah, I've been writing these scripts for years, and it's time to get this out there to bring it to life.
Right, right.
And if you guys want to help support it, you know where I'm at.
So now you're looking for for the movies and the Walter Land Productions, you need investors to invest into your project.
Mm-hmm.
And what are some of the steps that you're taking to get the people to know about you, know about your ideas, and be interested in investing their dollars into it?
What we need to do is when we bring stuff like this, we have to be dedicated. We have to be supportive. Like maybe if if we bring stuff to life, it's gonna pay off down the road if it sells. If the script sells and the project sells. Like my book, Walter Dreamer Jenna's on, I'm already planning to revamp the book.
Okay.
And online. So once this book gets revamped and republished, and anyone want to help bring this out there to life, I want this to come out there, and it's gonna be online at S. Lieber Publishing once to revamp the book. And if the book sells and everything else sells, and then also I got a lot of offers. Bates Brothers Production, they want to see they want to see a pilot episode of Walter Dreamer Jenna and all that to life, and then network TV.
And that pilot to speak volumes to the investors.
Right.
Because when they see it, it's like, oh, I like that. You know what I'm saying? They want to put the dollars down.
Right.
So you're doing right. You're taking the necessary steps to get to what you need to do to make get the investors. You know what I'm saying?
And need to have a team to bring this to life, because that's why, during the summer, I'm taking on an acting class this summer, and see, maybe I get some actors that I could tell them what we could do, and if you guys see I'm on, we could work together, because like I said, we have to work together and go back, like the way it was before.
Yeah.
We have, if Barry Gordy could do it with Motown, or Johnny Johnson could do it with his magazine, Ebony and Jet magazine, maybe Walter Perry could do it with his, and that's why, like, you know, maybe I might be another Tyler Perry in Michigan, along
Yeah.
with Spike Lee Daniels, and
Yeah.
because I got the names of it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And what are some of the things some of the people that you would like to work with, you know what I'm saying, that you dream of possibly working with one day? Like, who are some of the people that you wish to work with?
One day I'd like to work with all the above. I might, if I bring Walter Land production to life and Walter Dream or any other script I have written, I may want to work with Tyler Perry or Lee Daniels or
Yeah.
maybe Spike Lee, something like that. Or Shauna, the woman who did Grey's Anatomy and How to Get Away with Murder and stuff too. Maybe working with them, but first I want to just let me do me first before I do work with them.
Right, because you gotta get your foot dirty, you gotta get your hands in there.
Right, I need to have my hand right into the mud before I decide if I want to work with anyone or not, but if I want to, if they like that visionary, like all the other stuff that I written, I say who I want for the role.
Now, like some of the people that you said, like, you know, you wish to work with, you know, futuristically,
Right.
is people like Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, Spike Lee. Those are like some big people, and it's really great to hear you say, well, first let me get my foot dirty, let me get my hands in the mud.
Right, I want to get my hand in the mud before I decide if I want to work with them.
Yeah.
Or if I want to bring Walter Lamb production to the table with them, if they like my materials and stuff before I do that, because I want to make sure that, okay, like Dr. King said, he has a dream, he want to see this dream come to life, and that's what I want to see, my dreams come to life. And that's the real reason with all the stuff that I have written. I want to see this come to life. Like, you know, like okay, if I do other stuff, I don't want to be like, okay, just say if I do Brother to Brother Soul or any other script, you're bringing it to the table. You writing something for what subliminal what you went through.
Right.
Because I know it's a male version of Soul Food, and Soul Food was a story about three sisters. In the movie, saw that movie Soul Food.
Yeah.
And then they became a TV series. Brother to Brother Soul was subliminal because it was subliminal to, like me, that I have 4 brothers, and that's why it's subliminal, because they had the parents, they were bond together. And I said, well, you know, when I first came up with this script, my mother was shocked when I told her about that. And she was saying, you ain't about four brothers? I said, yeah. And I said, but it really 5 of us. I said, well, I know, but the younger brother was just a baby. And I said, well, you know what? And they said, let me, because all 4 of us, it's about 4 of them who bond together to save a family business from not falling apart.
Yeah.
And I had to rewrite some of the scenes to get storyline about, you know, like the father was going through was going through a health scare. They had to keep it from him so the family business won't fall apart. So, because Hank and Nathan, the 2 brothers who worked with their father, they figured out how they could save the business, and David and Don chipped in, butted in, said they want to get into it and help out too. And I said, hey, that would work. That's what I like that. But I don't want none of that, you know, other stuff you saw.
But talking to you, Walter, is like reminding me of myself a little bit, because I do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like when I create the script and I create my characters, at some point in my life, I know the characters from other people I've met, you know what I'm saying? And I put it in a script format, you know what I'm saying? So I know the characters, I've met the characters, and I know who I'm looking for. And you become attached to the characters. As you create them, you become attached to them.
Right, that's what I feel the same thing with Walter Dream of Jenna and even Luther and Ebony.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw that, when I first came up with that, I said, you know, there are a lot of actors who want to play the role. And I looked at a lot of actors, and I looked at, but when I first saw Luther and Ebony, I just say, and I just say, I really want the two people I want for Luther and Ebony. So, I've got this guy named Mandela Clark. He looked like he could fit Luther, and the other girl, Cheyenne Ford, she could do Ebony. But then there's other people who want to do that too. And I always say, maybe you might have to have an understudy, but just in case, as a backup. And I said, maybe you might get. I'll get. I like to see Hudson Shaw could do the role of Luther, and then I get Precious Bakley. She could do Ebony because they fit the part too. And but everybody was telling me who for pointers for big time stars. Who do you really want for them? Big time actors and actresses.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I got one of the Wayans brothers could do Luther. Mike Early, he could do Luther. Regina Hall could do Ebony.
Megan Good could do Ebony.
Or Deborah Cox, she could do Ebony too.
Ebony, yeah.
And Samuel Jackson and his wife, they could do the role. She could play Millicent, the consul lady, and she got that strict, that city council lady, along with Jennifer Lewis. She could do the role too. I said,
right.
But Deborah Harrell, she looked like she could pull off the role, along with what I was saying with the other actors too.
And so that's the thing about having the actual team in place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because as I was reading the script, when you sent it, I was reading over it, and from the time where they met, by the warehouse.
You talking about the drugstore scene?
The Luther and Ebony.
Luther and Ebony, that's drugstore scene.
Right.
And then at the drugstore scene, and after that, after the drugstore, she went to snuck inside his home, and then all that, and then after that, then they went to that party.
Yeah.
The party when they were, Luther's friends was coming by here, and Ebony had the newspaper cover her face. She wasn't surprised. And that's made it the funniest how she got in. She stole the ticket from the city council lady, and that city council lady was fuming. She said, she don't want to pay the ticket because everybody's. But the thing is,
it was funny though. It was funny
because they didn't like the city council. They didn't like Millicent because she's kind of. There was something about.
She was stiff neck. She was kind of like she wasn't like the regular people. She was like uppity kind of person. Like.
She didn't have no care in the world. All she cared about is like she was like a PO. She wants to take. She is, strict.
She's too stern. Yeah,
she's too stern.
Yeah, she's
too nosy type. And that other funny scene when she came into the house and Ebony and Anthony locked herself outside at the
balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody was saying, Walter, where did you get this?
That's what I was thinking. I said, but it's almost like my mind. I understand. As a creator, we create these stories. We create these people, and they actually become in our minds. They're alive.
Right.
So now we spend our time bringing the characters to life and people that we see in everyday life. Hey, you want to play this role? You look like you'll play. And I get that a lot. Sometimes, like a lot of girls, a lot of women, they might think that I'm trying to talk to them or I'm trying to holler at them. Well, in actuality, she fit the character of Ebony to me in my head, and I'm trying to get your attention. I want to let you know that there's an opportunity on the table for you, but without you thinking that I'm trying to get at you in some kind of way. I just want you to know that I have a script ready for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, but I understand though. As I was reading, I understood where you was coming from. And I was thinking, I'm like, where's Walter coming up? Walter coming up with some good stuff. What is he thinking about over there?
I say, it's just from God. It's take a genius to know where I'm coming from because when they went through so much. Ebony took them to that car lot, take the car, took the license plate, and they got to go down there. They went to the Renaissance Center down there, and they started being on the one, and they had Afro-Reds and stuff, and and everybody, and Luther had something like something. So you want the proof here, and then some kind of red stuff. Now, I said, well, you know what? When you get involved in a situation, you know how to write a story. That's how I say, well. And she was saying, well, what do you keep? Well, you threw something some kind of spray to throw something at that. I say, you know what? When you see you write a lot of murder mysteries and crime stories and all the other stuff, you got to be on the one, because they were on the one all over. Car chasing scenes, so they finally got pulled over, and then their friends came over and trying to bail them. They went to court. That was funny. And I say.
Because I was thinking like, man, I can see it all in there because, I can see it all in there. And then with I Dream of Jenna,
Right.
What is Walter Dreams of Jenna?
Right, it's Walter Dream of Jenna. And this one, we need to get this pilot done. We need 2 more scenes to go before we can send that out there. And I'm hoping, and everyone, that with Walter Dream of Jenna, I know everybody said that they got busy schedules. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to tell this, it don't have to be on Saturdays or Sunday. It could be Sunday, or it could be on a weekday, any weekdays.
Yeah.
But if you had to do
everybody should be off work and at home by 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Do that 2 scenes.
On the weekdays.
Right, on the weekday. To get these 2 scenes. Because, when that daylight comes, springtime comes and daylight saving time comes, you could probably start doing this. We could do this scene, like the home scene that's along with the warehouse scene for Walter Dream of Jenna, where Walter works at. If we had to do it on a Sunday.
That's where I got that warehouse scene. Okay, yeah, that's where Walter works at.
Yeah, that's where he found Jenna.
At the warehouse.
Right, where he works at.
Right. Okay.
When everybody left for the day. That could be a good scene. And that's why we had to get these 2 scenes done so we could send that, because I got so many offers from a lot of people want to see that pilot. Baines Brother Production from Texas, they want to see in their network. And
because it's such a brilliant idea when you think about it. But if it's done right,
you have to
get the
get
right.
right.
So we got another guest on the show that's here with Walter. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Selena Godley. I'm one of his actresses. I played the role of a nosy lady. I'm Lou Ann.
Okay, the co-worker.
Co-worker and
Best and friend.
And friend of Gina.
Oh,
Walter,
okay.
Yeah.
So now you're in the movie Walter Dreams of Jenna.
Yes.
Okay, great. I think I may have even met you when I came to the first rehearsal, right?
Right. At the first rehearsal.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. When the first
He
rehearsal.
also met me at the modeling thing. Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you came to the modeling event.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, yeah.
And she played the role of Luann. She's a nosy co-worker. She thinks Walter is out of his mind because of Jenna. And this is the funniest sitcom came up with. Everybody think he's crazy. It's crazy because Luann, along with Henry, Mamie, Rick, and Shirley, they all worried about him. They just say, well, you met some girl, even though you freed her from the bottle, and they want to know what she's like. And I said, I can't tell you. And they kept they just said, you had to go. You had to be off work so you get well. And
So they thinking you're sick. They thinking something wrong with you.
they are.
Yeah.
And she is nosy. She's trying to figure out that there's something. They trying to get him to date other women, but Walter said no. And Jenna would not allow that. Jeannie, you're not going to do that. Because if you do,
She gonna.
blink them away.
Yeah.
But it's a funny sitcom. And she's also in my other script project too, Luther and Ebony.
Okay, you moved to the evidence as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And how-
we haven't gotten started with that.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
trying to get finished with the watching Gina.
Jenna
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do that because I was saying, like I was saying earlier, if I have to, I mean, we got good actors, good cast, but we had to work together. We had to be dedicated. We had to meet up again. I know everybody said in May we should film this, but I said no, we need to get together. And
But some people, some people are gonna have to go, Walter.
I may have to, but if
Like I said, we've been doing this since 2017. The main ones is stayed is what? How many people? Me and who else?
Deborah, Leonard,
Willie.
Willie, and Sheila,
Yeah. Mhm.
they stayed, and I may have to, like I said, there are other people, like, because, I was thinking about the people doing Luther and everything. They might have to do Walter, Dreamer, Jenna. They might have to.
Because the thing is that when you're shooting the film, right, with modern technology, the way I see it, this is how when I talk to my team, I talk to it as if we can do a whole movie in a matter of days. I don't want to take a long time to film these movies.
No, it
Like,
has to be done right away.
now, if we spend most of our time in the prepping phase of making sure we got all of our locations together, make sure I got everybody's schedules together, making sure that all that is together, then we should be able to film this whole movie, like Tyler Perry did Falling Race in 5 days.
That's what I want to do too.
We can film this movie in 5 days, in 7 days. Well, I'm not Tyler Perry, but we can do it. We do it in 2 weeks, 14 days. We can do it.
If I have to do Walter, if I get back playing Walter again, I'm going to have to.
Because it's hard.
It's just a small strip. You know what I'm saying? It's not something huge where it shouldn't have to take this long just to get it out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know what's the hold up.
The hold up is because I've been in business a long time. The hold up is that people don't share the same vision. So you have to get like-minded people in this business. We have to be on the same wavelength. So you might have good intentions, but your intention is not good enough. You know what I'm saying? I need more than your intention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I need your expectation. I need your aspiration. I need that. I don't need your intention. You know what I'm saying? And people intend to do a lot of things.
I mean, we gotta just do it. We can't just keep talking about it.
Exactly.
I mean, we can't just think about we gotta do this.
Ms. Cox, it's been nice working with you. Maybe the next film you might want to come in and, you might be good for that one, but you're not. For this film right here at this particular time, might not be for you. It don't fit your schedule.
Yeah.
See, true people that's dedicated to the film is going to sacrifice.
Right.
People going to sacrifice some time.
Yeah.
Not even now and then, I might be able to put some gas money in your pocket or something like that to keep you, I understand that travel time is difficult. You know what I'm saying?
You got a work schedule and you got a job that you had to work, but like I said, if you can't, like I said, you may have to let them go just for a while and just, maybe we should find other people who could play the role.
Yeah, because if you've been doing this for 2 years.
There's a lot of years before I met them. Been writing it, and then I got to get the script.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then, put the main characters in the hole when we have to wait because other people don't keep coming and going.
But I showed him how, I showed him one scene from one of the movies that we're doing, that I've done, to where the young lady didn't want to show up for her murder scene. She just kept procrastinating. So we went on ahead and killed her, you know what I'm saying, without her even being there. So sometimes,
especially when a lot of people making up so much excuses, I think after the second one, that's it. If it was my production, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because production is expensive.
It is.
It can be very expensive. These people time, people gas, the camera crew, things like that. And for somebody like the show, it's like, okay, you know what?
It's time for understudies.
We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you another time. Right now, this is not for you. You know what I'm saying?
And your time is valuable. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's time is valuable.
And that's always when people see it.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys,
or it could be time, this is just a waste of time. This is a bunch of garbage. They read over the script, or it may not make sense to them. They're like, oh, I'm way better than that. I'm not.
But you know what?
Pursue it,
But like I said, when that day comes and when it becomes a success, and when they play the role and they look at it, they're gonna say, I should have played. I wish I should have listened to him. I should have played that.
Oh, that was my role. She playing me now.
I said, you know what?
Yeah.
When I need you, that's kind of evaluate my time. But I understand, like I said, like we could do it during spring. Well, during spring, when that time comes, if I had to rewrite it again, if we had to do it all over again, we're gonna do it all over again.
It's like Tyler Perry used to, he used the same people in the same films because you don't want to go through all of all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We find the dedicated, loyal ones. We have to keep them, and we have to put them in all our films. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's why, like with Deb, no Deb O'Hara, who played Mamie, she rewriting Luther and Ebony, and she's part of that. She's playing Millicent.
Okay.
Not only that, she's faithful to her word.
And she's faithful as well.
Just like me, I've been there for 2 years,
And Sheila too, she's playing the mother at the end of it. And that's the real reason why I say, you know what, I want to get people like that, because you get people like, okay, we're gonna do this, and like I said, but Walter Dreamer Jenner, once we get this, and if you know anyone who could do them, please let me know. We can start filming. We do that, but if we have to do, like, we may have to just do that part of the work scene, like the warehouse scene. Let's do that. And if I had to play Walter,
go right ahead. I mean, you just got to play Walter. It is what it is.
And if
you know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep. This is 2020. You got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving, keep it going.
2017.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. A person can't play your part. It's okay. You play it.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's what most directors do when they can't get nobody to play that.
Charles
Main hero, they play it themselves.
Who did what? He did the movie. He was directing. He said he didn't want to. He couldn't find the actor to play the role, so Charles Darden went ahead and did it. Went ahead and played the role instead of any other actor, and that's what I feel, because if you can't do this, and like I said, March 7th, I'm having another meeting or reading and it's for Walter Dreamer, Jenner, and Luther and Ebony. So what I'm gonna do is at State Hall, and at 1 p.m. So we may need.
You gonna do March the 7th? What happened to February the 7th?
No, March the 7th. That's for
Walter Dreamer, Jenner.
Yeah.
Because you got 2 scenes left to film. You have two scenes left to film.
Right. We got 2 scenes. I want people to read to act the part.
Okay, so for rehearsal, so we got rehearsal table read.
What, the table read, so we can get this going, so we can make sure we get the part packed in before we start filming. Because I'm thinking about my March, so we get to see how it turns out. I want to know how we all end this, we can work on this.
Yeah.
But if we had to make some changes, I'm gonna have to make some changes and say, you know what? Because when we start doing that warehousing, we're just gonna have to do that. Just pick up the actors who could do that.
You got some real patience though, Walter.
I am, but
you have some real patience.
You got potential. Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely got patience to be doing this since 2017 and faithfully having these meetings and table reads and going through like different people coming and going, and
Sit down.
Yeah, most times people throw in the towel,
Right.
But,
well, he a good one.
Yeah.
And me personally, I ain't trying to air it out like that, but I'm not waiting on 2 years for something just a pilot or something simple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You either gonna be in it or not.
No, because you can't. We had to
don't waste my time.
Like I said, if you guys want to help out, do that scene. I would appreciate. Let's do that. Let's get this going. Let's make this happen.
Yeah, because like I said, we got a few actors and actresses that on our team that would probably definitely love to be into that. So we have a couple of dedicated people.
Right. But someone need to be in my opposite side big time and say, well, I want to. Let's do that, but we gotta see who's. Let's do that.
It's gonna get done. It's just a matter of getting the right people that is dedicated.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Us for a stage play, but this one is different than the one we got, and this is the reason why we can make this into a stage play. Because I said, you know what, if we have to do that too, I'm sending you a copy of that one too.
Okay.
But right now we just gotta get the 2 scenes out of the way. If we have to do those, if you have to, if we have to, let's just do that. Let's get the actors who want to do Jenna, and if I had to get back doing Walter, like I said, I'm gonna have to do it. Because a lot of
because like I said, my partner he's doing a play coming up, but in order to get the dedicated actors and actresses, you have to go to these events, these different plays, different things like that. You meet these people,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You have your business cards at the ready.
That's what I'm gonna do too.
And you hand them to them.
Yeah.
And you'd be amazed of how many people will show up and get the thing done.
Right,
You
and
know
that's
what
the
I'm
other thing too. I was in the film with you as a gangster. Remember that scene that back?
Margarita?
Yeah.
Okay. Detroit 8 Ballers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she told me that you played the gangster role very
well. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah.
And I just said,
you did.
And then when she said that, and I was thinking maybe it was time, maybe she should get back into acting again and get back playing. Maybe is it kind of like a wake up call? Maybe you should get back playing Walter again.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
Because that's time that, like you say, you got to know one thing. The only person, everybody was telling me, the only person that could play Walter and Walter Dream of June is Walter himself. Because he writes it down, he acts the part, he molded it to him as well as any other actors can, because maybe they're not.
Because you know,
they probably don't have that quality that you have that could get things done quicker. But if we have a Jenna that like that too, that could be a good thing.
Right.
But you got to know one thing. If anyone's going to play Jenna, you have to be what I'm doing. You got to be dedicated. You got to be
willing to sacrifice.
Sacrifice what you do, because if you're not going to play, because I don't know how many women who did Jenna and didn't pursue it. Raquel Taylor, she should have pursued it when she did Jenna. Regina Williams, she should have pursued it when she did that. But the thing is, that's like you say, like I tell myself, you have to pursue this on. If not, then, I mean, Queen Cat, she probably could do the role.
Who?
Queen.
Well, she was playing Gina.
Yes, she do, and I was thinking about getting her on Jenna. But
well, I thought that's what she's doing.
I think she is, but just in case of an emergency, I might.
A backup plan.
Right, for a backup plan, because you never can tell. Or understudy, because you never can tell.
Yeah, people start and they don't want to finish, man. But that's why I was telling you, make sure you got the one.
But then you have things happen in their life.
Yeah.
Situation happen in people's life. You know.
But if you're on a set of Bad Boys and something happened in your life, you can't stop filming Bad Boys.
Exactly. But
your
commitment is to. You still have to have that understudy.
You did
they should be studying both parts, whether they the one person finish or not. Somebody have to be similar like her, like a look,
looking like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they do. When one person something happen in a situation like.
But you can go ahead and knock those scenes out real quick. You got to break them down in scenes. Like that's how I do mine. I break them down in scenes. I write them all down. What scene is this? Scene 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 60. All right, now these two scenes takes in the same place. Who all in these scenes? Okay, these 4 people.
You can't rely on others to do the role you want them to be.
You gotta break that mother down to this very last compound, and then you just set it up. You get it done fast before they realize that they're doing something. If they realize they're doing something, they ain't showing up no more.
Because that's like.
So what do you think it is? Do you think it's because they don't see it going nowhere further down in life?
Well, people want money. So so what happens is people go out and they tell their friends and the other people, "Oh, I'm in a movie. Yeah, you in a movie. Oh, is they paying y'all? No. Well,
why are you wasting your time being in it then if they ain't paying? I get that all the time.
So now they talking them down. So now they like,
you know what it is? Because once it goes up there and they see it goes up there and they see this, and if they go all the opportunities I'm getting on there, and even the guy from Ohio, he wants to see this going. But you know what? If you can't get things done a bit quicker as possible, like what I'm going, then I'm gonna have to do it myself, and I'm gonna do this myself. And if I have to, like I got an offer in downtown Mount Clemens Library. They want to see a stage play of it too. That's why I said this. You may have to just get back playing him. And
yeah, I would say do it because you don't want to waste too much more time on that. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you get your products done, get them finished, and then when people start seeing the end results, the thing is that people look for credibility in this business. You know what I'm saying? And credibility goes off the content of what you produce. So if they come to you and say, "Hey, you want to do this movie? Yeah, what you've done?" Well, I've done, this movie, this movie, this movie. Oh,
and
I've seen that movie.
How Tyler Perry
Now they want to jump in.
I've been in so many red carpet premieres. I've been in film. Actually, one of our films going to go into overseas, Paris.
Okay.
In May. I'm so excited about that.
Right.
Hey, and you have to be professional. The director ain't with that boy. Either you're gonna do it.
Well, you ain't.
Yeah.
Well, how
or that person, he or she, would do it themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can do this.
Right.
You can do it.
Because like I said,
you have the potential to do it.
That's what I'm doing.
And you can do it. So when people back out, don't get mad at them. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
Keep it going.
That's
Keep
what
it
I'm
moving.
doing. That's what I'm doing.
This industry is so huge.
It's so huge.
You know what I'm saying?
Huge. It's wide range of opportunity.
That's what
if I was a director, ain't no way the heck I'm not gonna be bothered with the nonsense. That's just me.
Right.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. Look, I ain't mad at you. You do what you do. Hey,
take care of what you have to take care of. Because like I said, when that day come, I'm not gonna kick you to the curb or anything. I still maybe someday I might need you one day, but right now they ain't the time to have to. Well, look, I'm doing me right now. I'm gonna do me. What I'm gonna do. If you find a genre for just in case, let's do that. Let's just do this scene to be on the safe side.
But what I see, a lot of people take advantage of you. They take advantage of your kindness.
Yeah.
And I see that.
Yeah.
I'm very spiritual lady. I picked that up already.
Yeah.
That's what's been going on. You put all your trust in them. You cannot put your trust into nobody out here.
I'm not.
Don't stop it. Cause all they gonna do is if you ain't got what it takes or they're like, I ain't messing with him. I'm just mess around with him, play with his head.
No,
somebody that got in their head. Yeah. Now they playing around it.
But you know what?
Or they steal your
ideals.
Your idea. So you gotta watch that too.
That's what we're talking with Walter about the movies that he's written. We're talking to the entrepreneur. We're talking to the director, and we're talking to Walter about future plans. So Walter, what are some of the things that you can say to up and coming? To inspire up and coming directors or writers?
Just hang in there. Do the best you can, and and always have a backup plan.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, don't get mad. Just keep trying. If you fail, get up, back up, and try again until you get it right. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Because like you were saying earlier, I may need some support, and like maybe when April or May come and we start filming, we could do that warehouse scene, the house scene. We could do Walter Dreamer Journey. We could probably do that on like you were saying, 5 days or so to get this done. Let's do that. And if I had, like I said, if I had someone that could be on my opposite side, because I remember days I meet people. I said, well, you wanna butt heads with me? Well, because I don't know how to.
Right.
Because I told Walter, you gotta give it a try. You gotta get back on track. Give it a try because that might be good to do that.
Yeah. But that's very encouraging. You know what I'm saying? To tell for people to be able to, keep the dreams alive. Because most people give up. They give up on the dreams because of what other people may have done or what somebody has told
too
them.
Much
or
negative.
Too much, yeah.
Negative and stuff. And that's why it's best. And keep your vision alive. Like, like not only with Walter Dream of Jenna, but Luther and Ebony and Brother and all of them. Because like after we get Walter Dream of Jenna completed, we're gonna do Luther and Ebony.
Okay.
And that, like I said, locations and stuff, I do need support on that too. The drugstore scene, we need the first scene of it and everything else. And maybe we all need to meet up on that day, March the 7th.
Yeah.
Let's meet up that day at 1 p.m. at State Hall, and we could sit down, we could talk about what we could do with that. And along with, between those days, like if we could do it 1 p.m. or 3:30 p.m., let's do that. So that we could sit down and talk about this too.
Okay.
Because I want you to meet up with the Luther and with the two people who can do Luther and Ebony too, and then maybe we could hear how they act the part, and so we could go from there.
Yeah.
And if you could know anyone who could read for Jenna, let me know. So maybe I could. It could be 1 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. and then because I think we all need to meet up all together. Let's do that.
Yeah. Because I may have a Jenna for you. How old is Jenna?
She could be in her 30s.
Okay, she's in her 30s. Okay.
Maybe in her 30s, because need someone who's more. I don't want to say.
I may have a Jenna for you. Well, I'll definitely give you a call on that, and I may have a Jenna for you.
Okay.
She's dope.
Because and I'm going to share something about how I came up with the Jenna character.
Okay.
Early on, I've always wanted a light-skinned one to be Jenna, and at first, and then when I look at the darker girls, I said they could do Jenna too as well, because that's like you bringing it to life. That's your vision, not no one else's. And if you had to play Walter again, like people said like this, play him. If you had to do that warehouse scene and this house scene and do it like that, then we could build it together.
Yeah.
We could bring this to life and we could get it done quicker, so we could get it done. But the thing is, don't wait up, don't rely on others to do it if you have to.
Especially if it's your vision, your dream.
My vision, because if you can't, it's time, it is about time that this need to get out there. And I'm going to say, let's just do it. And like I said, March 7th at 3:30, let's meet up at State Hall.
Okay.
And
I got a Jenna for you. I have a Jenna. Have you meet Jenna before then?
Okay, let's do that. And you got my number, like they say in Waterland. You got my Keenan the Moonlight Madness. You got my phone number. You got my email address, everything.
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook, everything. Please contact me.
Yeah.
And maybe, Selena, you could be one of my assistant producers. We all can work together. Let's get this done.
Okay.
Let's all work together.
No problem.
Without further ado, Selena and Walter, give them your social media information and how they can get in touch with y'all.
Okay, I'm on Facebook under Walter Perry Lee. And you can email me at walterlee01@hotmail.com, or you can call me at 586-764-7512.
All right.
Hi, this is Selena Golly. I'm on Facebook, Selena Golly, SELENAGODLY. My email is reneebrown824@gmail.com. And my telephone number is 248-747-1083.
All right, so y'all just heard it right there. Walter's giving them opportunities for people to be in film, to be in movies, to not only just be an actor, but you could come and be a part of the team. You could be a set director. You could be a person with that has some creative ideas and some insight, and you can bring it to the table. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we do here at What's the Word Radio. You just got the information. This is the word on the street. Walter Land is
Walter Land
Productions is looking for interns, for assistants in getting these films done.
Right. If you guys is from Wayne, Oakland, Macomb County, like Wayne State University, we need camera people for that. as well, Oakland, Macomb Community College. We need people that can help bring this. That's why I sent flyers of it at Macomb Community College and even Mount Clemens Library, because that's why I said this. We got to get this done as soon as possible, because and like I said in Walterland, I always have a backup plan. And that's why I'm going to bring this together.
Yeah.
And may have to get back in shape playing water.
But you may have to. Hey, that's what we get. That's part of being an actor. You know, sometimes we got to go on a diet. Sometimes we got to pick up some weight. Yeah. But y'all heard from my man Walter. As we say in Walterland,
have a backup plan. Because in the long run, it will work out. And then after we could do both script project, Bring It to Life. Walter Dream of Jenna and Luther and Ebony.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're gonna bring this to life because we got, the song, you heard the song, with a little help from my friends.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Y'all heard it right there.
How do you want it? How you make me feel? You want my love? Can I get some more for real? I know you got me. You know I got you too. You want my